Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's caught out left by Perriman. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
A 13-yard gain brings up third and a yard.
Yellow, Argo Willie!
Mike, Arnie.
Hey, Ripley! Yellow!
Check.
Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another first and 10.
36.
Give this time to the tailback. And nowhere to run on the interior. They only to the line of scrimmage. Dayton Jones makes the stop defensively.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Too little, Cap.
Hey, 57 color.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And caught, right side, Green. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
Give me that
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. It's a foot race. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. This is Carson. It was Isaiah Johnson there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On third down, Rosen. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And now here comes Kansas City. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Tighten attack!
Tighten up.
Check. Yellow.
And he works free. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashawn Perriman, 84 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Rosen going deep for Hopkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DeAndre Hopkins, 82 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gostkowski the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Hey, 15.
Check 24, check 24.
They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 50-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. This is Howard on second down, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
I know you felt that one.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
It's 4th down.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
It's over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Here we go.
Here's Carson. call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Even. 4 down. Even.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Monday.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a second and long after the holding call. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Flush. Oh, Rosen is stripped of the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
15.
53. Check.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the newest Chief, Tyrann Mathieu.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
15.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Watch twist.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And again, it's Mahomes. Green with a catch left side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Throwing on 1st down. Carson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Coming to you, coming to you. 54 is Mike, 50, 80. Check, check, watch 53. All right.
To throw is Rosen. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Check 31. Check 31.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be caught at the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
He's crashing. He's checking crashing.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Jim. Check 3. Alert. It's a safety cream. Chopper.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They run again with Carson. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Middle. Hey, Zoo.
43. Check.
Rosen off the play action. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Bandit. 43 is the mark. Alert.
Hey, exit.
Now Rosen looking to throw, and that's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking long for Westbrook. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for KC. 51 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Yellow, on the way! Collect! Collect!
951! Hey, come on!
Mahomes now on 1st down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Yellow! Hey, 57, 57!
On 2nd down, it's Howard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go! And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Check. Hey, 57, 57.
Crunch. He's coming.
15.
He's coming. Double up.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Going deep for Hopkins. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Rosen to throw. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Hey, alert, alert!
March 43!
2nd and 10, it's Rosen again. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player, but he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Rosen. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now, when I can.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Blue down, blue down. Show it. 15. Get it.
Lorenzo Alexander brings him down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Mahomes. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Rush in.
Yellow.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check exit. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
On Sunday.
Mahomes to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Watch the whip.
Fire, 64, weak.
Come on, switch it. Shift.
15.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. On second down now, it's Howard. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 50. Check 50.
They run with Howard. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler as a rookie last year, in on the stop there. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little